CARE's changed my life in many ways. Since coming to FSU, it's really helped me smoothly transition. I mean, the people here are great. They throw seminars and stuff that help you get involved. They talk about the different clubs and the different things they have here to offer, and they expose you to all kinds of people that are really high up at the university, like the deanest undergraduates and the people who are in charge of financial aid. And through that, it really helps me because it gives me like the chance to get to know people really. And through the networking, it gives you opportunities. Instead of just trying to go out there and figure things out on your own, you have people really here to support you.
The CARE event that impacted me the most is when we actually sat down and talked to, well, there's two. One, we had like workshops and we went to 3 different areas. And the one that, out of those 3, the one that helped me the most is the way to study and what kind of professors there are here at Florida State and how to deal with those kind of professors. That helped me a lot because one, I'm not the type of student to go to the professor and talk to them after a class because that's a lot of people talking to him at the same time or her at the same time. And it showed me how to go to the office hours because I kind of have a little problem with going to office hours, and I see that it actually is helpful to go to office hours. The other event that helped me was the one when we actually got to talk to students that are going through like kind of the same things or went through the same things we went through that went through CARE, and they had like a student panel of people that were in like honor societies, and they actually gave us their tips on how they did well at Florida State. And also talking to the dean, that helped a lot because she gave us like 10 tips of how to be successful here at Florida State, and I kind of took that and ran with it. So those three events actually really helped me understand how Florida State is run and how Florida State can help me and how I can help Florida State.
I think CARE has prepared me for fall. Like, I think I'm ready because it has taught me some really good time management, and like now I know what to expect from my classes during the fall. Because it's just, summer was just a taste of how fall and everything's gonna be, and now I have like for time management. Like now I know how much time I need to spend studying, how much time sleeping, how much time for anything else, and yeah, that's it.
As a CARE ambassador, what I do is I'm assigned to 15 students in which I help them transition smoothly from high school to college, and I make sure they attend all their mandatory meetings, make sure they get to know one another, make sure they socialize with the right people in order to just be successful for the next 4 years.
Because this is my form of give back. My CARE ambassador was a great resource to me, and I want to be a resource to others. I want to give back, and I want to show others that they can have a future too.
I had the joy of coming into Florida State under the CARE program in 2010, and that experience was very different from what it is now as an ambassador in 2013. I think as a CARE student, I didn't know how much work it was to be an ambassador. But now that I see how much work they've put in, I praise my ambassador for everything that she did for us. I chose to come to Florida State because I was coming into the summer program, and I figured that coming in through CARE would be a good way to have resources available. And it wasn't until I became an ambassador that I actually found out how many resources were available and how much more I could have done and how much things were available to me until I had to but tell my students about that. So I think that the experience the second time around was so much more personally fulfilling than it was as a student.